In this Zoho CRM beginners tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Zoho ZIA AI agents in the best way. Now, I'm Drew Brockbank, owner of Brockbank Consulting. We're a top 1% Zoho partner globally. We've set up Zoho systems for over 200 organizations across the world. To create a Zoho CRM AI agent, you can head on over to the settings, and then you will scroll down and see agents under ZIA. ZIA is just Zoho's AI system. You can click on agents. Once you do, you can see your configured ZIA agents here. We're going to create a new agent from scratch, but just so you're aware, you can go over to hire agent, and then you can scroll through these different pre-configured agents if you would like to. Now, I think it's best to create them from scratch so that you can have full control of what the AI agent is able to do. So that's what we're going to show you today with new agent. So I clicked on new agent, and we're going to create one from scratch. We can create with ZIA AI, which means we can basically vibe code or prompt ZIA to create the AI agent for us, but we're going to go with create from scratch. And here we're going to do master AI agent. And I'm going to put here for the description, an AI agent that can look through my SOPs and that can make edits to the CRM. Okay, and we're going to choose OpenAI for the model configuration, which I would suggest you can also use Zoho's hosted AI as well. And then for instructions, I'm going to say, look through the SOPs. If the user requests information contained in SOPs, or look through the CRM and find CRM related information if related to the query. Okay, so we have now the instructions, agent instructions. This is like a pre-built prompt into the AI agent. So think of using ChatGPT or your favorite AI tool. This is similar to prompting an AI. Agent description is just for your reference. This is actually instructions to the AI agent. Okay, so now we have knowledge base. So we filled out basic information. Now we're in knowledge base. This is the unstructured data that we can have the AI agent look at, okay? So you can upload different documents to the knowledge base. I have 2 SOPs here, so I'm going to add those to the knowledge base. And that just allows the AI agent that we're building here to look at the documents that we've created and use it as context. Now we have tools. So tools, we are telling the AI agent what it is allowed to do here. So we're going to add tools, and you can see it's really interesting. We have lots of applications here and a lot of different actions that the AI agent can perform. So we're going to go specifically to the CRM. And within the CRM, we want COQL. So COQL just allows the AI agent to search through data in Zoho CRM very effectively. Okay. So if you know anything about SQL, SQL allows you to create queries that help you search a database really well. COQL is similar. It's just for Zoho CRM. So we're also going to do update records, and we'll do deals here. I'll search for deals. We want this to be able to update deals. And then we also want this to be able to search records. Okay, so we're going to give some further capabilities here, and we'll just look for deals based on criteria, based on word. Perfect. Okay, so we can always go back and add more tools if we need to, but we're just going to add these for now. This looks really good. And then we're going to go to continue. So here's some guardrails. You can see that they are pre-enabled for fairness and bias and toxicity checks. And then we can add custom guardrails if we want, the do's and the don'ts. Okay. So with that, we're going to create the AI agent now. And you can see here that we have the master AI agent, the agent record view page. So from here, you can see everything we put in the instructions. I can put in the agent role, other information, the tools or the actions it can perform, the knowledge it has context to, and the guardrails. Okay, that's everything that we filled out. So I'm going to test this agent, and I'm going to ask, based on the SOPs that you have access to, tell me how to create an SOP according to best practices. And the idea here is we have an SOP called how to create SOPs. This is the PDF, or the document rather. This is a text version of the PDF that it has access to, so that it can look at the best practice to create an SOP. So if you look here, demonstration, include a demonstration video at the beginning of the SOP. That comes directly from this document, okay? There's a video demonstration, talks about the importance of having a demonstration in every video. Document structure, there's a Loom video. You can see it is pulling this information directly from the document it has access to, which is very helpful. So you can imagine why this would be helpful. You can create lots of SOPs, give your AI agent access to those SOPs. Then as people are asking questions about how to do things in your system or whatever they need help with, it can pull the relevant information for them. I can even say, what is the Loom video URL for the demo on how to create an SOP? And it can pull it right from the document here. We'll give it just a second. And I really want this URL because I just want to see exactly how to do it. So now I can click on that. So it has access directly to that, which is very helpful. The next thing I'm going to show you is that you can ask the AI agent for information that's in your CRM, and it can make changes. So what's helpful about this is I can say, based on the deals that I've closed, what lead sources producing closed won deals, so that I can know what to double down on for my marketing efforts. So it's going to pull information using Cocoa. It's going to look through the CRM records, and then it's going to analyze what lead sources are providing closed won deals. You can see it here. YouTube, 70 closed won deals, Google 14, and it's showing me in the order from most to least what is producing closed won deals. So this is very helpful. So to maximize my marketing efforts, consider focusing on YouTube, Google, and partner sources, as it's generated the highest number of closed won deals. So that is very useful information, as now I can use this in my marketing efforts to spend more money on the things that are working, and I can stop spending money or time on things that aren't working for me. Okay, so that's just one example here that I wanted to show you. It can look through your knowledge base, and your knowledge base is what we would consider documentation or more unstructured data. And then you also have these tools that can look through structured data, which is why you need Cocoa, but it can also do other things like search records. There's many different actions that you can take within Zoho's ZIA agents in order to work with Zoho CRM and analyze your data properly. It's important to understand that you can integrate this AI agent with other tools that you use. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy this using Connection. And then I'm going to hit next here. And then you'll see the service deployment details are spinning up. We're going to deploy this, which looks great. We'll put this just for admin profiles, and we'll give this the agent access to the deals module to activate on the deals module. And we'll do record create and edit. And we will create a custom button here too. And we can do demo AI agent. And we can do in the record as well on the details page. So now that we have that, we can use it in the record, which is helpful. But also what I want to show you here, because now this is configured, we have our master AI agent that we've created. We can also integrate this now that it's deployed to Click. Okay, so we can create a Click bot. We'll call this master AI agent. We'll just do demo, and then this is just for me. So I'll create this, and now I can access this Zoho Click bot inside of Zoho Click. And I can also look at Agent API so that I can trigger this AI agent from another workflow. You can see there's an endpoint. So if I'm using Zoho Flow, I can pass information over here to the AI agent and activate it. Can also use ChatKit. So if I want to create a AI agent that can chat with people on the website, I can enable ChatKit here. And then I can create a chat key and have this AI agent on my website as well. So there's different ways that I can allow my AI agent to interact either on the website, in our communication channel, which is Click. That's like Slack if you're not familiar with Click. And then I can also just use the API to activate it. So with that, that is how you can integrate your AI agent into your workflows according to best practices.